Good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're the only live online morning show in North Georgia. That's us. Let's tell folks how to find us. Now, we got a lot going on today. I have been working for an hour now, attempting to making sure that I try to get through 2 hours and not lose my cool. I'll explain. Are you tired of hearing the memo? Are you tired of hearing the memo? Did you get the memo? Did you get the memo? I'm so tired of hearing the memo. We'll talk about that a little later in the show, all right? But what really upsets me is when the media takes something the president, and it doesn't matter what president, out of context. That upsets me when they take it out of context and they do those little sound bites. And this morning, all you are hearing, no matter what you tune into, is the clip of President Donald Trump, okay? Donald J. Trump, you know, I like to say that. President Donald J. Trump saying, shut it down. I would love to shut it down, all right? So they want to leave the government, they want to leave the citizens, they want to have the citizens believe, Americans believe, that the president wants a shutdown. They love that soundbite that they got yesterday in that room. Shut it down, Donald J. Trump said. I'd love to shut it down. Shut it down. You are hearing that over and over. And the reason being is the last shutdown, which I doubt there'll be a shutdown, there's going to be a CR. Oh, God, am I going to make it? I'm already, just damn it. Oh, excuse me. A CR. That's all you hear. Right there on a CR. That's a continuing spending resolution. They just continue to spend. An emergency CR. Oh, okay. So the House passed a CR last night. It's going to the Senate. We may avoid a shutdown. And once again, the media has manipulated the American people into cheering. We've been manipulated into cheering. So you get up this morning, all right, and you hear that the House passed a CR, a continuing spending, and we have avoided catastrophe. We've avoided the edge of the world because, damn it, it's flat, and we went to the edge, and we've avoided the edge of the world because the Republicans last night passed a CR, a continuing spending resolution. Oh, wow. I feel so good this morning. The markets will react. How will the markets react? Now the House, it's up to them today. And if they will pass a CR, we have avoided what the media has manipulated you into thinking is once again a catastrophe if the government shut down. But for once, we have a president of the United States. Shut it down. Oh, I love that, yes. Shut it down. I'd love it. Shut it down, Donald J. Trump. I'm going to get into that because the last shutdown, or Saturday, Sunday, the last government 3-day weekend, I swear to God, they were off Monday. They got Monday off. Federal workers, non-essential, I knew I was going to lose my damn temper, non-essential workers got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And then when the government passed the CR, they got paid for Monday. What the hell, folks? What the hell? Am I the only one who figures this out? And I'm sorry to sound so arrogant. Anyhow, that's not the way I plan to start. The bottom line is the last government shutdown, the Democrats took it on the chin. We'll say that's my nice word of the day. They took it on the chin, the last government shutdown. They got the blame. You and I know that. Schumer and Pelosi, they really got stuck with that shutdown. So they are loving, absolutely loving the fact, okay, that they're loving the fact that the president said shut it down, because now it can be the Trump shutdown. All right, we'll go with that in a minute. I'm going to tell you, we're going to go with that in a minute. I didn't intend to get started just like that. I know why. They're worked up. It's interesting. You see, the Democrats thought in the last government shutdown they had your sympathy, America, for the Dreamers, DACA. You had so much sympathy for them that you would overlook that they were fighting for illegals in this country, and you would side with them, and it didn't work. You realized a government shut down because Democrats were upholding illegals. All right, that's one thing. All right. Now, on a local note, there's a couple things we have happening on a local note. Number one, I'll talk about it later in the show, but there's going to be a Democrat on the ballot in Fannin County for Post 2 Commissioner. All right, Dixie Carter is going to be on the ballot, Post 2 Commissioner. All right, and I'm going to explain. All right, there's a picture of Dixie right there. I'm going to explain why that's important in Fannin County, and she made the announcement. She's on the ballot, Post 2 Commissioner. So a Democrat's on the ballot in Fannin County. That's one thing I want to talk about later today. Tomorrow, take Dixie down there if you don't mind. Tomorrow, I want to set it up because I actually want to do a good job on this report, this next report. Take Dixie down if you don't mind, Amanda. I want to do a good job on the next report. So tomorrow I'm letting you know. Thursday, I'm going to try to make it 8:30 or 8:45, okay? But I am going to do a report on the school bus that turned over in Gilmer County. Now, on FetchYourNews.com, we wrote several articles, okay? There's several articles. If you go to FetchYourNews.com and you click on Gilmer County and you click on news, you can go down through there. We wrote several articles concerning the bus turning over. I went out to where the bus wrecked, and I personally walked the tracks of where the bus left the road. I walked the tracks. I've interviewed the chairman of Gilmer County, Charlie Paris. I've interviewed a couple times the superintendent of schools, Dr. Shanna Wilkes. I have spoke to several administrators. I've spoke to several teachers. I spoke to bus drivers, okay, parents. Spoke to a student that was on the bus that turned over. And I'm going to do a full report on that story tomorrow. It's going to have a whole lot of maybe my opinion in it, but I wanted to take the time, put everything together. So just let you know, so you can tell your friends tomorrow about 8:45. We are going to finally do that story that I promised you on the bus tipping over. And we'll just call it tipping over, wrecking. In Gilmer County. Now, government shutdown, the memo, all right, we got that. The FISA court, Donald Trump wants to have a military parade. Now, there's another thing I'm going to talk about this morning after we go through the government shutdown and DACA and immigration that we're going to talk about. But, folks, I want to make this perfectly clear. We do not have a labor force shortage. We do not in America. I know what you're saying. You're saying we can't find anybody to work. I know what you're saying. The chicken plant could fill 100 jobs. 100 more people could be working in the county where I broadcast right now. I have talked to the people at the chicken plant. There could be 100 new jobs right now in this county. Boom, just like that. I mean, the President of the United States goes out and celebrates companies that are opening, that are bringing jobs to this country. 500 here, 300 here, awesome, okay? Governor Nathan Deal in Georgia, right? Georgia. Oh, this one gets under my skin. This one the number one place to do business in America, Georgia, right? Bragging about 400 jobs, 500 jobs. And we once again, okay, are manipulated and led to believe how awesome this is, okay? That's all you hear. But what if I told you I have 100 jobs right here in Gilmer County that can't get filled? And it's not a lack of labor force. How many jobs do you have that you can't get filled? You can't get people to work these jobs, right? It's not because we don't have people. Folks, our labor force will not work, cannot work, does not know how to work, and too doped up to take a drug test to think about going to work. Exactly right. Why don't you tell the truth? An article I'm going to read a little later today. I read this 2 days ago. I read this article 2 days ago. Quit lying to yourself. Okay? I'm not picking on Ohio, but Ohio has 1,000 jobs. This is an article by Tim Pierce, okay, from the Daily Caller. 1,000 jobs, no, thousands of, got that wrong, apologize, back up. Thousands of jobs in Ohio are left unfilled because people can't pass a drug test. Folks, you need to understand, Donald J. Trump is trying to turn a ship in the ocean, one of the largest ships in the world, the American economy. America, we are still the largest ship in the world. The man is trying to turn the largest ship in the world that was on the brink of disaster. I mean, think of this. Put this in your brain. Picture it like a movie going into the storm. And you're on the edge and the storm's there. And you know that the disaster, it's only minutes away before the ship is through, done, over with, crew, passengers, everybody. And then Donald Trump gets elected. And picture this as silly as you think I am. The old-fashioned turning the wheel. And he's up there spinning the hell out of this wheel, trying to drain the swamp and steer the largest ship. Do you realize how long it takes? How many nautical miles? Is that what the hell you do in the water? How many nautical miles or whatever it takes to turn a massive ship in the other direction? That's where you're at. He's draining the swamp, folks. We have a mess. Now, there's two pictures I want to put up before I go to break, okay? Because this is where I want to start. You know, I'm upset with myself. Well, the food was good. I boycotted the NFL until it counted, the Super Bowl, and I watched it. I know, I'm upset with myself, folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. The food was good. The food was good. I keep going back to that. The shrimp were great. The mini tacos. I mean, the food was good. But because you know what? Do me a favor, Amanda. By the way, thank you, Amanda. I mean, I want to thank anybody who puts up with me this early in the morning. Put up the picture of Edwin Jackson. Now, Edwin Jackson, now I'm going to take a stretch here, and I'm going to step out. A, he's NFL. B, he's a football player. And I don't know, it's quite a stretch. I don't have my glasses on, but I'm going to go with he's black. Now, for you out there that I just offended, he's African American. All right, I'm sorry. What the hell? All right, but he's black. Okay. Then, and I'm going to break this down for you because this is where we're going to come back and get into. All right. Now, put up the picture because this is the one that's not going anywhere on social media. Put up the Uber driver, Jeffrey Monroe. I'm gonna just take another shot here. I'm just going to. He's black, African American. For those of you that were just offended, okay. Now, Amanda, am I going down the wrong road, or are both of these guys black? Did I get there? You can say African American. I mean, you say whatever you want, but I mean.
I think I'm going to go with African American.
You going with that?
I am.
Okay. But you understand where I'm going?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended you in the control booth. So, let's put up the picture of Manuel, because he has an alias. Now, I'm saying this facetiously, I really enjoy people that have the immigration discussion that don't know what the hell they're talking about, okay? Because these people cross the border, come back, cross the border, and by time, look, I used to work about 300 Hispanics back in the day, all right? Let's just go, let's go with 1986, all right? Let's call it 1986. I used to work about 300 Hispanics, okay? Latinos, whatever the hell they are. I never know. What the hell are they? Latinos, Hispanics, something, all right? Guys, you know, so anyhow, they would leave, right? They would leave. They would go to Mexico. The guys would be on the job one day, they would leave. They go to Mexico. They show up 2 months later with a different name. Yeah, 2 months later with a different name. They work 6 months. You go one day. They never tell you they're leaving. Just boom, they leave. Gone. 4 months later, next thing you know, they're back. Different name. So this guy's got 4 different names. Put up Manuel's picture. Is that his name? Did I send it to you? The guy, Manuel, or whatever. I didn't send you his picture. You need to go through there and look. The guy that hit him and killed him. I think that's the name of it. He's got his orange jumpsuit on. Did I not send that one to you? There you go. Well, what did I say?
You totally didn't say that.
I was close. I was close.
Manuel.
Well, Manuel, what the hell? It's close enough. For horseshoes. Anyhow, this is the guy that kills the 2 black guys. African Americans for Amanda. Okay? This is the guy who kills them. Kills these 2 guys. Boom. All right? Just give me a protest picture. Let me see my man, Colin Kaepernick. Well, you got his picture? It was that one we're struggling with too. Colin. I think I got that one right. Anyhow, I don't know why they put up with me here, folks. So, you have the 2 guys. There he is. There's Colin. What are you protesting, Colin? What are you protesting? NFL, what did you protest this year? The unfair treatment of black Americans? I mean, what did you protest? Did you protest illegals crossing the border, being deported twice, crossing the border, and killing an NFL player and another? Are you protesting African Americans being killed by illegals in this country that drive over them? Is that what you're protesting? Oh, by the way, I'm going to go to break, but before I do, put the picture up of Chris Long, number 2. This has to be my commercial. That's Chris Long. Chris Long doesn't want to go to the White House. You know what, Chris? Go to hell. I don't care if you want to go to the White House. I don't care. Stay your ass at home. Stay home. Don't want you there. All right? I will take a brief break. But we're going to come back because where I'm going with this is the president's statement yesterday on shut it down and what the media is trying to do. And I'm going to tell you the truth of what that statement meant. Take us to break, Sam, or Amanda, whoever you are.